The liberation of letting go of validation. Welcome to Ancient Secrets channel. Let's start with a tough truth. Most people don't care about your success the way you imagine. They're too busy worrying about their own lives. And oddly, that's where your freedom begins. The Stoics believed that real peace starts the moment you stop living for attention and start living in alignment. When you focus on yourself, not out of pride but out of clarity, you stop chasing approval and start growing on your own terms. This video will explore 9 Stoic truths that show why self-focus is not selfish. It's the most powerful transformation you'll ever make. Let's begin. 1. No one is watching like you think they are. We walk through life as if we're being watched, judged, and scored by everyone around us. But the truth? Most people are too wrapped up in their own struggles to notice yours. Marcus Aurelius said it best. We love ourselves most, yet value others' opinions more. A strange paradox. That illusion of judgment makes us perform instead of live. The Stoics challenge that by reminding us, the world isn't your audience. Freedom comes when you drop the act, trust your own compass, and move forward without needing applause. 2. Nobody owes you understanding. We often feel disappointed when others don't appreciate our effort, our pain, or our dreams. But expecting recognition creates resentment. Stoicism flips that mindset. The world owes you nothing, not comfort, fairness, or applause. This isn't harsh, it's liberating. When you drop expectations, you gain power. You stop waiting for support and start supporting yourself. And that's when real dignity shows up. Not as something given to you, but as something built from within. 3. Mastering your mind is the real power. The world is full of chaos, conflicts, distractions, uncertainty, but there's one place you can always take control: your mind. Most people guard their reputation more fiercely than their thoughts. But the Stoic way is different. You filter your beliefs, discipline your focus, and challenge your impulses. You train your mind like a muscle, not for perfection, but for clarity. Because once your thoughts are clear, your actions become intentional, and that's where your real strength lives. 4. Self-focus is sacred, not selfish. We've been taught that focusing on ourselves is arrogant, but that's wrong. Self-focus is the foundation of all contribution. You can't lift others while drowning in distraction. When you turn inward, you start asking better questions. Am I acting from my values or reacting to noise? The Stoics believed that true alignment begins with personal clarity. And that kind of clarity only comes when you stop chasing others and start anchoring yourself. 5. Consistency is your quiet armor. In a world that glorifies hype, consistency is a rare superpower. Stoics didn't wait for motivation. They built habits. They journaled, reflected, and repeated, not for applause, but for integrity. Consistency transforms chaos into order and emotion into endurance. When you show up even when no one's watching, you build quiet power. You become the kind of person who doesn't need validation because your strength speaks for itself. 6. Respond, don't react. Life will always throw curveballs, but how you respond is where your freedom lies. Most people react emotionally, quick, unfiltered, and full of regret. Stoics taught the power of the pause. That brief moment between stimulus and response is everything. It's where you choose reason over reflex, purpose over panic. When you respond instead of react, you take back your power. You become steady in a shaking world. 7. You don't need to be understood. One of the biggest traps is the need to be understood. But not everyone will get your silence, your focus, your shift, and that's okay. You're not building a life to be explained. you're building it to be lived. The Stoic path is quiet and often misunderstood. But what's built in silence lasts. When you let go of needing to be seen, you finally see yourself. And that's where clarity begins. 8. Growth happens in solitude, not in the spotlight. The spotlight may feed your ego, but solitude feeds your soul. Real progress doesn't need an audience. The Stoics embraced silence as sacred, a space to think, reflect, and sharpen their vision. If you can be still, you can be strong. Because strength isn't found in noise. It's found in knowing who you are when no one's watching. Solitude isn't loneliness. It's where greatness is born. 9. Progress is earned, not performed. Growth isn't something you broadcast, it's something you embody. You don't need a stage to become better. You just need intention. Ask yourself, am I calmer than I was yesterday? Wiser? More composed? These quiet milestones matter more than likes or praise. Because real transformation isn't for show, it's for strength. When you focus inward and track progress by principle, you stop chasing and start becoming. Stop performing.